Hey everybody, it's Dave from Arachnids. I know, it's been a long time. We're going to do some sling feeding. I hate doing sling feeding because they're so unpredictable, but I think we'll get a lot of these guys to actually feed. There's roughly, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 16, 20-ish, 24-ish. We're going to start out with this. This is one of the slings from my male and the female from Christina at Wonderland Exotics. So we're going to try feeding this one first and see what happens. We're using the little tiny red runners. There we go. First takedown of the day. Beautiful species. Absolutely love these guys. I have 2 of these left from my pairing. I sold a bunch that I had, wholesaled some to some other friends to sell in their shops, but see if I can get this where I want it. There we go. Yes, so success right off the bat. See how small they are. This is a, what do they call these, 5-ounce deli cups. So you could see how small they are and already colored. Actually, the molt before this one, they were pretty much colored. So Dolichothelli diamentinensis, the Brazilian blue dwarf beauty. Okay, next up is one of the terran achilles species that I have, with a marinus, one of the locales. This is a little sling from the Kenya locale. Let's see if we can't get it to come. Every time I poke in there, the little one kind of goes back in. This is part of the reason I don't like feeding slings. They're very timid. They're spooked easily. You know, this one should be more than ready to eat. There he comes. Oh yeah, you're going to go from one hole to the other, huh? There we go. Got to get it in the right spot. So again, Tarantula marinus from Kenya. And we'll move on. Okay, this one's Sarajar starlingi. See little legs right there. Let's see what happens. It's starting to warm up, as it is most places in the United States. Spiders are starting to molt. One of my palma Santa Catalina's molted the other day. I haven't checked the molt yet. I got to get that looked at. Come on, little roach. Got to go to the place where the spider actually is. That way. This one may not come out. May not want to come out. Usually by now, if you're that close, you'll see some kind of movement from them wanting to. Okay, you can't get much closer to a spider than that. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta give them time. Makes these sling feeding videos long though. Okay, here's definitely one of everybody's favorite orange and blue spiders. Another one that's molted recently, Harpactira pokerpeas. Everybody loves these guys, and they are all usually, there you go, usually really good eaters. Fantastic looking spiders. These guys, this one and the other one that we'll try feeding, will be moved into bigger homes, softball enclosures. That'll give them probably 4 molts inside the softball enclosure before they'll have to move out. So I'll have to get that molt out of there and see if I can't put that underneath the microscope to see if we got another female. I have 2, one subadult female and one female that was paired. Hopefully she'll produce eggs for us. That'll be fantastic. All right, let's move to the next one. I'm not even sure who I'm grabbing. I'm just grabbing the container. Okay, another fun Harpactira spider. This is the tigrana. I have two of these guys. Oh, right on it. Right on it. That's fantastic. The baboons are my favorite. I would keep them before I would keep anything else. So when I get these guys to feed, it's always great. I have a lopalala. Yeah, one of the smallest lopalalas that I have. Needs to eat. You'll see soon. Little tiny skinny abdomen on that guy. It molted a few weeks back, and it's not eaten the last 2 times I've tried. So hopefully it will this time. But this is one of the 2 Harpactira tigrana. Awesome, awesome. Just love these baboon species. Okay, so here's the second Harpactira tigrana. Right on it. These guys don't miss a beat. So I think I have total over 40 baboons, slings, adults, juveniles. We have 3. Again, I'm going to try and do a video soon of just the Harpactirae species that we have from the family Harpactirae. So that would include Ceratojaurus, Harpactira, terran achilles. I think those are the only ones that I have, actually. I don't have any Augustophilus anymore. I wished I did, but I don't. So, okay, so those 2 tigranas did well. I'm looking at what looks to be the other pulchripes, so we'll probably grab that one and feed that one next. All right, let's see how this one does. This dog's out there barking. Okay, with 2, killed the first one, killed them both. Murderers, these guys are, absolutely. No blue yet. The other one had a little hint of blue. That's a lot easier to see in person too. This one has, you could see where the blue should be, as you can see darker part of the bottom legs, but not quite blue yet. These are one of the ones that I would recommend if you're delving into the world of baboons or old worlds for the first time. Harpactira pulchripes are definitely a species that you would want to look into. Sometimes they're out all through their lives. My 2 females hide a lot, but all these slings, of course, they don't have much places to go, but they do generally seem to stay out quite often. And again, this one, the other one, will be rehoused here soon. We're gonna do some rearranging of some spiders that are in some of the softball enclosures now, like the marinus need to come out. They're getting bigger. So we'll have those 2, and then I have 3 other softball enclosures that need to be filled. We're probably going to do some updates too, because I don't know how many of these slings are going to feed. I've already filmed 12, and only I think 5 of them have actually fed on camera. So let's see who we got next. Okay, not too skeptical about, or optimistic I should say, this one feeding, but this is a practicoma classy sling. We almost lost this one a couple months ago. It just took a downturn. It was in a matchbox enclosure, which I've come to realize I don't like. For some odd reason, I just don't like them. But it hasn't eaten in forever, this little one. And, in the cooler temperatures, I think it was just in a spot that was a little cooler than other places. And it just wasn't doing well. And it was starting to curl up. We saturated the enclosure. I warmed her up. I'm saying her generically. And she came back. So we moved her into this. So she was in the container with all the other ones. So all these little deli cups are in one type of small tub that I keep them all in. That way it's easier for me to grab and move, and I'm not knocking them over all the time. So yeah, I doubt this one's going to eat, but I'm going to leave the roach in there. Maybe it'll eat off camera because it hasn't eaten in forever. So, and that doesn't even appear close to molting. This is one of the 3 classes I have. I have a juvenile male and a juvenile female. Problem is, the juvenile female is probably 2 molts behind the juvenile male, and there's no way I'm going to be able to catch her up in time. So, yeah, I'm going to try and find an adult female to go with the juvenile female. It's one of the species that I really want to work with, for sure. So yeah, this little guy's not even moving. It's doing much better though. You can see it needs some water. We'll get some water in there too. All right, let's move on. Okay, this is going to be another African species. This is Tarantula marinus. This is from the Zimbabwe, Botswana locale. I only have one, and I got 3 of these in. One didn't make it one day past actual when it came in, and the other one passed away in a molt, which, you know, it just happens. These things happen. But this one's been doing okay, and I can't wait till this one gets bigger. You can see its hole right here on this side right here. Hopefully it'll come out there. Oh yeah. I really get excited when certain of these ones eat. You know, this one definitely, because it's the only one that I have, and this is the one that completed the locales for me. Thought I had one before. I picked one up as a Zimbabwe, and as it grew, I came to realize pretty quickly that it wasn't, the coloration wasn't right. It ended up being a mix-up, and it was actually a kigoma. So I have 3 of the kigomas and just the one Zimbabwe. So we're looking to probably try and find some more of these later on this summer. I'm also looking for, hopefully pretty soon I'll be getting in a handful of mikumi, Mozambique, and Kenya. Try and beef all those up to about 5 of each, and see what we can do. Baboons are something I want to start breeding in the next year. I keep hoping every year. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be able to do it next year. The females will be big enough, but they're not. They're not yet. My Mozambique is ready, but she's the only one. Of course, my Bacteria pulchripes, but she's already been paired. So, all right, let's move on to who's next. It's one of my favorite all-time species. This is the ensecatello olivacea. See if it'll come out. Yes, it will. See it right there. Come get it. You lost it. Come get it. Why is the heater coming on? It's 70 degrees out. Ooh, just a fan. No, little guy. One of the most striking spiders I've ever found, as far as coloration that I enjoy. Got that goldish and black, and you're not going to see it in this little guy, but it's doing well. This is another one that came in the same time as the Atrachromatus or the Dulugardi. Those were the 5 that I got in. The other 2 I don't remember now. They came from Tom Patterson, of course. Okay, this one is the brachis species Cereburi. See how this one does. Oh yeah, that one's ready to eat, absolutely. Another, you know, brachis species. This is another one from Patterson. I must have got more than I realized that time from him. Must have been a bigger shipment, like 9 or 10. Another brown brachis, you know, unspecified. We don't know what if it already is a species that's been identified. Just where it was located in Cereburi. That's probably a region of the Philippines. I'm not quite sure exactly. I'd have to look up exactly where Cereburi is. It could be in Malaysia or what's the other one? I can never remember the other one. The other countries down there. You got Cambodia. I don't know if there's brachis in Cambodia. I would imagine there are, but all right, well, at least we got that one to eat. The last 2 little ones in the deli cups are gramostole pulchripes. They both need to molt, so they're not eating. We'll get a couple of the other ones down from the baseball enclosures. We'll feed them, and then we'll do a couple quick updates. Okay, this one is the Tarantula marinus mikumi. This is one of the 3. I have a female and 2 slings. See if this one will come out. I can already see it's going to. I can see the shadow over here, top left-hand corner. There we are. Come on out, buddy. That's it. That's what we want to see. I like when they come all the way out, come all the way up front in the middle and grab something and take it down. I do tend to have lazy spiders that likes to wait till the prey comes right to their burrow entrance and take it down that way. All right, camera sliding. Move on. Okay, as you'll be able to see, this one here is a chromatic palma cyanio pubescens GBB. This one has a story. Got two of them same time, same sack, same size. This one's molted twice. I don't think it's gained a fraction of an inch. It's still tiny. The other one was already sexed as a female. She's molted 3 or 4 times actually, and loves to eat. This one, I don't even know. I don't know what this one does half the time. The other one, you even come close to putting food in front of it and it devours it. And it'll eat 3 or 4 meals and it'll go into pre-molt and then it'll molt. She's probably twice the size of this one. Don't know why the other one's growing so fast. This one's growing so slow. Oh, we're interested? Well, that's good to know. So usually I feed this one and I just close it because it never wants to come up and grab the food. Now the roach is going underneath. You're coming out to the top. The roach is going underneath. We're going to play all around the mulberry bush here, right? But since it's interested, while you guys are watching, I'm going to try and get another small one and put it in there. Again, I just not sure why this one just doesn't. Oh yeah, it caught it. There you go, caught the little one. So we got that one fed, which is good. I'll have another roach in there for later. There it is there. You see, it's not unhealthy. It's got a nice size abdomen. Just not the biggest eater. Okay, this is the other terran achilles marinus mikumi sling. Again, I have a female, one of my prized possessions. Let's see if this one will want it. Yep, that one wants to. Oh, catching it in the bottom of the corner. I didn't realize where the little guy was right there. You can see how dark they already are. And they have that little tuft of orange on the abdomen that they'll lose. We'll get a feeding video with the juveniles once we do the actual video with the African species, and we'll get a little better view of like the tete, the kigoma. See, I have what, 2 tete female, 1 kigoma female, 1 mikumi female, 1 Kenya female, 1 UMB or the Usambara female, 1 male, 1 unsexed, a bunch of slings. We have the Mozambique female. We have a Marshali female, a Lugardi female. These are all juveniles. The only adult I have is the polk piece, and I think I said this before, the Mozambique. She's absolutely something. She got some really pretty pinkish hairs on her all over. There's the little guy. Now you got a view. That's what I like. When, you know, sometimes you just leave them alone, don't bother them, don't scare them. They'll actually come back out, and then they'll dance. But you can see how dark. Not that the, you know, at this size, usually the UMB or the Usambara start to lighten up. The coloration starts to lighten up a little bit, so you get a little bit more of that orangish coloration. But most of the marina slings of all the locales are dark when they're little slings, up to, you know, maybe 5th or 6th instar, or the 1¼ inch to 1½ inch size. Then they'll start showing the colors of their locale. All right. Okay, so this one here, I don't know how long this is going to take, but we're going to let the camera roll. This is the cyclocosmia toriel. It's a Florida species, a trapdoor spider. I fed this thing probably 15 times since I got it in, and I have yet to see it open its trap door and come out and grab it. prey. But generally, by the time I'm putting it back on the shelf, it has already got it. So like I said, a lot of times I just grab them off the shelf, I'll put them on the table here, and I'll feed them, and don't really pay attention to some of them. I do, you know, some of my more prized slings, I guess you want to call it, I kind of pay attention to a little bit more. I do believe that the trapdoor is in the upper left hand corner. This spider's roughly about an inch, maybe a little bit more. I don't know how large they get. This was kind of on a, oh, there's the trapdoor. So I was wrong. The trapdoor is right there. So let's, we'll see now that this little guy's going to go. Pay attention to that door. You'll actually get to see it. Maybe we can zoom in a little. We'll zoom in on that little trapdoor right there. See if we can't catching it. There it goes. See how quick that was. So now you can see, we'll just kind of open it. See how masked that was. I mean, for the love of Pete, it was there, but I couldn't see it. And then, you know, the spider doesn't come out very far as long as it comes close to the entrance of the thing. So we'll cover it back up, and you don't even know it's there. It's amazing, huh? How many times you probably, in different places that have trapdoor spiders, have walked through the woods or whatever and walked right over top of one of these and you wouldn't even know it's there. All right, let's grab a few more. Okay, this hopefully is my gem of my capella diamentinensis. This is the one that we believe is a female ventrally. We're going to give her a waxworm and see. Scared her right back into her den. These are the container storage containers. They're the smaller ones. I want to get her out and put her into something longer. Ooh, that one gained some size. Wow. Not her. The Semmelpants poker little guy that I have here. Molted. Really put on a little bit of some size to it. Of course, it webbed the heck out of the lid. Okay, come on out, little girl. As the camera is just doing its own thing, drifting away. She has got some vibrant coloration. Yeah, you come right back out where you were. See, absolutely stunning. Just unbelievable. We'll make her the thumbnail, I guess, huh? Let's maybe zoom in on her a little bit more. Get this stupid tripod a little bit more stable. There she is. Look at that. It's the microphone cable is pulling me down here. There we go. Nope, still wants to slide. Slide in the back. How's that? Nope. I swear to God, this tripod. I'm trying to not have to stop and start over with you guys with her. Yeah, something else, huh? She is something else. She's still small. She's around 2 inches, maybe. Okay, camera. Now you're pissing me off. Yeah, wow, huh? Wow. Forgot I had these wax worms. I don't know that I'll feed the pulker. Matter of fact, while you guys are watching her munch a little bit, I'm going to try and find a roach for the little pulker. It's not too small, but not too big. I'm going to give it 2. All right, let's see if we can't get that pulker to feed. Okay, so this species has always been one of my favorite arboreal species. This and I would say the Simulpaeus victori probably are 2 of my favorite arboreal species. This is Simulpaeus pulcher, little guy. You can see it moving around underneath there. I think it's right in the right-hand corner, bottom right-hand corner. Yeah, there it is right there. Molted recently, so we're going to throw a roach in there and see if we can't get it to eat. This one's been doing really well. If the roach stays in, little guy. Come on up there and get it. You might catch it in the corner there. I think that roach may go down to it. This guy's been a speed demon too. You could see real quick here. That's the lid. That's what it did with the molt. Brought it up there. Webbed it right in. I have 2 females of this species. I've raised 1 male. I got a mature male in from Amy, who most of you know, Amy Salinas, the co-founder of the Tarantula community with me and her son. She just opened up a business called Fang Hub. Now she's selling spiders, which is great. It's fantastic. She's doing real well so far. She's only been really selling for a little over a month, but through this store, of course, they've been selling spiders for a while, stuff that they paired and themselves or did loans with, and you know, odds and odds. But now they're getting into importing and selling all kinds of different species. So if you are looking for anything interesting, they just put a whole bunch of really nice looking Asian species on the site. And most of these, if you saw, they're selling the mikumis, the Kenyas, the UMBs, and what we call the TCF or true color form, which are the ones from Mozambique. So this little one doesn't want to eat yet, or I've just startled it enough, but it's hiding down in the corner down there. So we're going to leave that go, let him eat. We'll try the P. metallica.